is right now his opportunity where he's presenting himself to God in the throne room, and we're going to see what's going to happen. So let's go to verse 7. And the Lord said to Satan, "From where do you come?" So Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro on the earth, and from walking back and forth on it. Then the Lord said to Satan, Have you considered my servant Job, that there is none like him on the earth, a blameless and upright man, one who fears God and shuns evil? So look at God right there, offering up Job to that test. Have you considered my servant Job? What a blessing it is for God to even say that. The Lord said to Satan, Have you considered my servant Job? Let's all think about that. I wish God could be like, Have you considered my servant? You insert your name. But imagine that. That is possession, ownership. That is a relationship right there. My servant Job. The Lord knew Job. Have you considered my servant Job? Satan didn't say anything about Job. Have you considered that's how you know God loved him. Have you considered my servant Job, that there's none like him on the earth, blameless and upright, one who fears God and shuns evil? So Satan answered the Lord and said, Does Job fear God for nothing? Have you not made a hedge around him, around his household, and all that he has on every side? You have blessed the work of his hands, and his possessions have increased in the land. But now stretch out your hand and touch all that he has, and he will surely curse you to your face. And the Lord said to Satan, Behold, all that he has is in your power, only do not lay a hand on his person. So Satan went out from the presence of the Lord. So right there we see that, have you not made a hedge around him, around his household? A lot of people have a hedge of protection from prayer and following God, a hedge of protection from the enemy. And Satan knew that. He says, Don't you have a hedge of protection? That's why he can't get to him, because of God's provision. The whole point of this book is that Satan can't do anything unless God allows it. That's why Satan's like, Don't you have a hedge of protection? I can't even do anything with this guy. Let me work with him and watch what he's going to do. But now stretch out your hand, touch all that he has, and he will surely curse you to your face. Look how angry Satan gets. Look at the exclamation point. He will curse you to your face. Look at the hatred, because Satan hates us so much. And he left from the presence of the Lord after this. And he said, and remember, the Lord said to Satan, Behold, all that he has is in your power. God's giving him the power to do this. Only do not lay a hand on him. And Satan's about to run